The race did go on, but near its end, leader Alex Zanardi lost control and slid into the path of oncoming cars. A collision cost the popular former champion his legs, his career, and very nearly his life. That was 20 months ago, nearly to the day. But today is a new day, and Alex Zanardi is back at Eurospeedway Lausitz for the first time since that awful weekend, leading the way. More than a year ago, Zanardi, while still learning to use his prosthetic legs, approached Champ Car officials with a request. A chassis came from the MyJack Conquest team. Engineering help was provided by car technical chief Lee Dykstra, Ford Cosworth, and engineer Adam Schachter from the Rocket Sports team for which Alex Tagliani drives. Tagliani being the car that struck Zanardi back in 2001. Last week, Alex Zanardi tried out his new 750 horsepower Champ Car equipped with hand controls. And now here he is, back in Germany, completing the 13 laps that went unfinished back in 2001. Operating the throttle with his left thumb, the clutch with his right hand, and most remarkable of all, working the brake with his artificial right leg using the strength of his hip. And as we all know by now, Alex Zanardi has enormous reserves of strength. What you're watching is a moment Alex Zanardi's legions of fans around the world have been waiting for nearly 2 years. There's the face of Alex Zanardi as he runs down the laps that were denied him so many long months ago. In a way, you're watching athletic history. Surely no paraplegic racing driver or human being of any sort has ever gone this fast, over 194 miles per hour with just a couple of laps to go. And look at the tens of thousands of fans in the stands here at the Eurospeedway Lausitz. What a moment for Alex Zanardi, and standing by, his wife Daniela is here. Calvin Fish is with Alex Zanardi's former teammate, Jimmy Vasser.
Jimmy, you were teammates with Alex. 96 through 98, the glory years, a great competitor. Talk about the strength of this man here today.
He's absolutely amazing. He always has been. I tell you, I got goosebumps. This is one of the most invigorating moments of my life. This is fantastic.
Surely an emotional moment down here for a lot of these drivers. There's another part of the team that made this thing happen. For that, let's get over to Derek Daly.
There were so many people involved in that day rescuing Alex Zanardi. There are two teams, the medical team, Sue and Liz are here, the nurses. Dr. Steve Alvey, Director of Medical Affairs. Steve, you have to have a sense of great pride, Steve. I can see you shaking, the tears almost coming out at the result. To see what happens here when you consider what happened just a year and a half ago.
Derek, I couldn't be any more proud of CART and the system we have and the safety team. It's unbelievable to see this today.
Did you really think deep down in your heart that Alex might ever even make it?
We were really worried, Derek, but this shows how strong a person Alex is. He's just a wonderful, wonderful person and really a strong guy.
I think you can hear it in Steve's voice. There are two teams. It is the medical team headed up by Steve, and then the Simple Green safety team who are out on the track, led by Lon Bromley and of course Terry Trammell. It was a great day for those two teams.
White flag. Last lap for Alex Zanardi. The checkered flag waves, and Alex Zanardi has completed his personal odyssey back to the Eurospeedway Lausitz. Is this the end of a great racing career, or is this only the beginning for a man who seems to be able to do anything he wants? Once again, here's Calvin Fish.
Well, an emotional moment for everyone down here on pit lane, and for Alex Tagliani, probably every driver's nightmare to be involved in a crash where another competitor gets hurt. Your feelings today as Alex comes back?
Well, I mean, my heart was really tight all along, but what he did is amazing, and it's a great example for people in his situation, but I don't know if a lot of people could manage to do what he did, so it's a relief, but at the same time, it's fantastic for him.
He hasn't lost his touch. He was on it once again.
Yeah. I mean, the first time he jumped in the car, you know, he said, oh, this setup is great. You know, it's my setup from 2001. And I think he was flat all the way around. So, I mean, there's only one Alex Zanardi, right?
You got it, mate. Thanks very much.
Thanks.
Now his fellow drivers and his family and friends welcome Alex Zanardi back into the pit lane. What an emotional day here on a Sunday in Eastern Germany as we prepare for the Champ Car's second visit to this racetrack. And I wonder what will go through the minds of the drivers when they take to their cars in just a few moments. This is as emotional an experience as I have ever felt at a racetrack anywhere in the world. Listen to this crowd.
I don't mind telling you, I am shaking myself here. Alex, there are many people. There are many tears, Alex. Many tears. I know in Toronto, last year you went to Chris Pook and said, Chris, I have an unfinished career. Please help me finish it in Germany. You do it today.
Well, Chris did it indeed. I want to thank Adam Schechter, which bear with me with all my requests and design all the bits. All the boys which did a superb job. But it's also an opportunity to thank the fans, very, very important. Without them, I wouldn't have had a career at all. And the doctor, Steve Olvey, Terry Trammell, and all the doctors down in Berlin at the Unfang Krankenhaus Hotel, because thanks to them, I have another life.
Alex, we expected you to go out and do warm-up speeds. You ran speeds above 190 miles an hour. You just can't get this out of your system.
It's amazing because I could remember some things about this place, but I didn't remember anything about the race. And to run with this car, it was just like switching the TV on, and everything it came back. I got chicken pot thinking about it, but I just remember when everybody was fighting for position in the first laps, and was starting from the back. So I was just going ignoring the fight, and then getting all of them down in the exit of the turn because I did carry a better speed. And when I got Max, and I waved at them, and when I got Tony finally for the lead, and I waved at them. So all the good stuff came back. The accident didn't. Maybe I should have had an accident to remember that, but next time.
Thank you, Alex. You have been such an inspiration to so many through your driving career. You continue to be a remarkable inspiration to so many people. Thank you, Alex.
I think if I could, I just want to wish all my drivers, the people that have been closer to me in this adventure, a lot of luck for today's race and for the future. And again, thanks to the entire community of Champ Car. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alex. Can I also point out the Simple Green safety team are here. Everybody is here, led by Lon Bromley. That is Terry Trammell, orthopedic consultant for Champ Car. Lon Bromley, come on, Lon, get in here. Lon Bromley directed the Daniela will not talk, but the tears are in her eyes. But this is the finest medical and safety team in the world of motorsports. We can all be so proud today, Bob.
And there's living proof right there as kart CEO Chris Pook lends his congratulations. What a day, and it's going to be a long one for Alex Zanardi. I don't know if chicken pox in Italian and goosebumps in English are the same things, but that answer from Alex Zanardi Told you all you need to know about the man. It's still coming back to him. That horrible weekend almost 2 years ago hopefully has now come full circle. And Alex Zanardi, one of the most popular drivers in the history of the Champ Cars, or perhaps of motor racing period, has come full circle here at Europe Speedway. He had the opportunity to do this at other tracks, but he said, no, I choose to come back to the Euro Speedway Lausitz. There's an image we'll all remember for a long time, but now it's time to call the drivers to their race cars. There's a race to be run here in Germany. We'll be right back. Back to the Euro Speedway Lausitz. Bob Varsha and Tommy Kendall, joined by a very special guest, Alex Zanardi.
Thank you.
Who came back to the Euro Speedway and using a hand-controlled race car finished the 13 laps he missed out on in 2001. How did it feel, Alex?
Oh, just fantastic. The most unexpected feeling was when a lot of the memories from the race came back, and it was just turning the TV on and watching the movie of the race. It was amazing. I still have chicken butt thinking about it.
You shared a moment with your wife Daniela at the end of the run. Did she say anything to you?
She just said to me, do you know what that checker flag means? I said, what does it mean? I said, that's it. That's it.
Well, it was a spectacular moment. I'm sure you know. I'm sure you could see the crowd waving at you as you went by lap after lap. It must have been quite a thrill.
Yeah, it was great.
Now, when you ran your practice laps, I was standing with Jimmy and Michelle and Oriol, and Jimmy says, if you guys think he's going to go out there and cool it at all, he says, you guys are wrong. And how many laps until you were flat out?
About 4.
About 4.
That was surprising for me too, anyway.
I have to tell you, Derek Daly was just shaking all day during the practice. He just kept saying, I just don't understand this. I just don't understand this. I said, Derek, you used to do this. He says, I know, but I guess I've just gotten old. He was shaking. He was mortified.
Well, it was a big surprise also for me. That's why I wanted to practice a little bit, just because I thought 13 laps were not really a lot, but certainly not enough for me to put together something more than a parade, you know, and so I wanted to go a little fast, and that's why I wanted to practice. But if I knew it would have come back so fast, I wouldn't have practiced at all.
And the racer's mindset takes over. You probably were focused more on actually just getting going rather than the significance of it all.